What's going on, everybody? If you don't know me, my name is Z, aka Young Gamer 123, and I hope y'all stick around to check out what's going down because I got something cool for y'all to see. Now, what you're looking at here is my game I Want to Go Home. I've posted a few videos about it beforehand, and I wanted to talk about something that was very important to the game. Originally, I was going to do this in a very different way. I was going to do this like heavily edited, scripted devlog, but I'm really excited to talk about the game, and I just wanted to make this video as genuine as I could. So the thing that I want to talk about actually is the movement of the game. Now, yeah, I'm talking about how your player moves around, but I just thought it was a very interesting thing because of the fact that this is a horror game, and I don't know how much people actually look at movement as like one of the things that's like super important for a horror game, but that was actually one of the things that was like that I really took into consideration like very early on in development. Either way, I'm rambling on a little too much, so I'm just gonna get into it. So this is a first-person horror game. You can actually look down into your body and everything. To start off, something that's really cool is that wasn't in the game before is that Geez, there's a car. Something that wasn't in the game before that I added in was the fact that your character actually turns with their like they have an actual turn in place animation. Before they just kind of turned on their own, but I got that figured out and got that in there, and I like it. So to start off, you have your basic walking, you have sprinting, and you have your crouching. Oh, and you have jumping as well. All basic stuff, right? What I Want to Go Home does differently right off is that you can sprint in every direction. So you can sprint forward, but you can also sprint backwards, to the side, or diagonally. And it's really good, during chases. If one of the spirits catches you off guard, but you just so happen to like catch a glimpse of them before they run up on you, you could just sprint backwards, and then you sprint backwards to create distance, and then you can turn and run away. Another thing is that with the crouch, you have your, crouch walking and everything, but you can actually crouch sprint as well. It may not, like looking at it right there, it doesn't seem like it's any faster, but if you pick up a little bit of speed while you're crouch sprinting. It's not meant to be super fast. And it's a great tool for, like, say you're crouching behind an object in the level to hide, right? And the ghost is like down that way, and you want to be able to like cover some distance really quick, you could just crouch sprint across that small distance there. It also makes a lot less noise than both walking and sprinting. So it's a really great tool to be able to move fast without making a lot of noise. Well, I say fast, but relatively fast without making a lot of noise. You have your jump, and with the jump, I'm going really rapid fire here. So with your jump, of course, you jump in place, but you can jump while walking. But jumping while sprinting is the best because you cover a lot of ground, and it helps you avoid traps that the spirits can lay down for you. Another big movement thing, and I'm really happy I got this in there because this took the longest to do, was vaulting. So you run up on an object or something that's about waist high, and you can vault over it. And it's not just certain objects too. Like, I can also vault over these. Originally, it wasn't in the game. You just kind of had to jump over stuff, or jump against it until you clipped on top of it and then proceed to run. But I do like the idea of vaulting. So another thing that's in the game is you see that door bash. It used to be a thing to where you kind of just walked into the door and it opened for you, and running into the door would just completely slow down momentum, kind of like it did there, and I didn't like that. So I figured out that I could just add like a door bash. It doesn't consume stamina, which is something I'll get into in a little bit, but it's really it definitely helps the game out a lot more having that door bash, I think. I guess the last big movement thing is the stamina system. You see the bar down there that's been draining and refilling. But yes, the game didn't originally have a stamina system at first, but I was so against it because I'm a huge fan of like being able to just infinitely run, kind of like how Outlast 1 was. I'm a huge fan of that game, and I was like, this game doesn't need a stamina system. But the more I played it, the more I felt like, yeah, it kind of needs one. And it's definitely a lot better with one. My one caveat to adding a stamina system though was it needs to be interesting. It needs to be different. I don't know really if any other games have done this. I know probably there has been other games that have done this, but I decided to add like a more dynamic stamina system. And what that is you see those gaps in the bar. Those gaps signify the different states of like stamina usage. So this first bracket that's, you know, pretty much near full, it's relatively self-explanatory. You're pretty much nearly at full stamina. Your stamina regen delay is a lot shorter. It's the shortest it can be right now, right? When you get to that second state, that larger bar, you've consumed quite a bit of stamina and you're starting to get tired, but you know, you still kind of have a lot of stamina to work with, and your stamina regeneration delay is a bit longer than the first state. So if we deplete our stamina to this, you know, bracket here, this is where stamina regeneration takes the longest. And you're dangerously low on stamina, and pretty much any other big move would drain the rest of it. And then you have your tired state. That's completely wear my character out here. Okay, and then it should turn. Sometimes it turns red, sometimes it doesn't. I need to figure out why it's not turning red, but completely exhausted. I can't sprint, can't jump, can't vault, can't crouch sprint, can't do any of that. And it's at its longest in this state. And also, when it regenerates, hopefully it regenerates. Did I break it? Okay, there it is. I cannot do anything until it regenerates past like that tired state. So once it goes past that first bracket into the second bracket is when I can start sprinting and when I can start vaulting and all that stuff again. So that we're going to let it regenerate, and then it's a really long timer. It's 10 seconds. There it is. I might need to tone down that timer a little bit, but we'll see how it feels when I do more play testing. So in the game, you can get these. You can buy these sodas from these machines. That's where I'm at right now. Hold on, I'll point to it. From this machine right there. And that basically gives you a permanent booster for your character. So this yellow one here gives you a speed boost. So here, I'm going to drink the soda. Has a little animation and everything. And so what this speed soda does is it gives you, it increases your max stamina. It increases your sprint speed. And then it also decreases your stamina regen delay. So I believe I had programmed it to cut it in half. So if I drain my stamina down, you see how fast regenerate it, and then we'll drain it down to about, oh, I can't jump. Okay, there we go. I broke something. I fixed it though. So if we you see how fast that like regenerates, and you see how slow it's draining. So that's what that booster does. And the crazy thing is, I know that I've tested it before with this booster. Hold on, let's see how. Oh well, that was not the right one. There we go. Look at how fast that regenerates. And I've tested this before. I can get from this end of the restaurant to the other end in probably about half a bar of stamina. Let's see. We're gonna go past this little divot right here. Yep, look at that. Still got a good amount of stamina to work with. And so what I mean by like other small things is like, this is more of a gameplay thing, but I guess I can group it in here with movement too, is that there's fall damage in the game. But you don't just fall and like you lose health but you can move normally. Like if you jump off these stairs, you go into a whole animation that you have to go through, and depending on the fall height, um, the more the fall damage and the longer the animation. So from like here, you actually like splat to the ground, and then you have to get back up. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching this kind of scatterbrain explanation of what the movement in this game is. If you like the video, please like it. If there's anything you want to see improved in the game or with the style of videos or just anything, let me know. Let me know in the comments what you think altogether. Please leave a like, subscribe if you want to stay updated on the game. I'm posting a lot more about everything now. I'm just really excited to show all this off. But yeah, that's all for now. Have a great rest of your day.